Hello everyone, Tina here for Simon Says Stamp. Well, I have an exclusive stamp set for STAMPtember. Today we are going to create a project with a Simple Stories and Simon Says Stamp collaboration stamp set. This is a limited edition and it's called Oh Snap. It's a super fun stamp set. There's lots of greetings in here. There's a banner that you can add all these greetings to, and then all these circles make great backgrounds actually, but they also fit in the lens of the camera. So cute. So we're going to jump in and create a fun card that will make you say cheese. We're going to stamp the camera, the heart piece of the lens, we'll stamp the banner, and also we'll stamp the bow here. I'm going to stamp smile too. I may want to switch this out. We'll see. I'm going to use my Memento Tuxedo Black ink to go over my images. We're going to color in our camera and the bow with Copic markers. And since these are solid, I'm going to stamp these one more time. Wonderful. These are the markers that we're going to be using to color in our image today. While I color, I'm going to play a little bit of music, and I'll speed up the video just a little bit, and then I will play some music for you. When I'm done coloring, I will get you back. Coloring is all done, and I'm going to fussy cut out in my images, but I do want to mention that Simon Says Stamp does have a bundle. There is a limited edition Oh Snap stamp set with the coordinating die set, and then there's the stamp set that you can purchase. So there's two different options, and they're linked down below if you want to check it out. So I'm going to fussy cut these out, and when I'm done, we're going to do a little bit of ink blending. Once I have everything fussy cut out, I do want to mention I used the punch, a 1-inch punch to punch these out. It worked out perfectly. So we're going to put these to the side, and we're going to work on our background next. For my background, we're going to do a little bit of ink blending. I'm going to be inking on an A2 panel. I'm going to be using the Simon Says Stamp Modern Flower Stencil for my background. I'm going to offset it on an A2 panel of white cardstock. I'm going to place this on here, and then I'm going to use some tape. I'm going to use my very, very low tack tape and tape this to my stencil. I want to create a hinge. This way, I want to actually do 2 panels. So this way I could flip this up. This is just going to make it easy for me to make another panel quicker without having to remove my stencil. I can just add another layer right in here. Okay, I have 2 inks. I have Sunbeam and I have Sweets. These two colors are great because it'll create an orange when you blend them together. So I'll start with my Sweets. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of ink here. I'm going to add some color in the middle of my stencil. I'm going to lift up my stencil here, and then I'm going to add my other stencil and do the same thing. Just pick up a little ink. And we will add some color here. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe off my stencil. And then I can add some yellow ink. Now I'm going to add yellow ink all around the edges. And then I'm going to bring it forward, creating an orange. So we have 3 colors created with 2 inks. Okay, I'll lift this one up. I think that's playful and fun. And then I'll just flip this back over and do the same thing on my next panel. And that is all there is to that. So now we have 2 panels that are pretty close. I want to create a frame on my card with one of my panels, but I want my pattern to be continuous. So I'm using the Simon Says Stamp A2 Dested Frames die set, and I'm going to take the third from the largest, and I'm going to cut out a frame here. I'm going to use my very, very low tack tape, and we will cut this out. And I'm going to cut out a few extra too. We're going to stack them together to create a little bit of dimension. So I have 3 frames, and then this last frame is the one that we cut out. There is the inside piece that you could save for another card, but what I like is when you layer it here, your pattern is continuous, but it does give it a little extra dimension. So I'm just going to add glue to each of the frames and stack all of these together. I put glue behind my frame, and then you can see we have a little bit of dimension here. It's almost like chipboard. Now I'm going to layer this on my card, just making sure the pattern is continuous. And I love the shadow that it creates. You can see the shadow here. Now I'm going to take this panel and adhere it to the front of my card base. Now to finish our card, we're going to add all of our elements, but I do want to stamp our greeting. We're going to stamp the greeting in our stamp set that says friend. I'm using my intense black ink, and I'm going to stamp my friend to the right of my banner, because I'm going to tuck the other part underneath my smile. And you'll notice my smile, originally I colored in with red ink, but I didn't like it. I thought it was just a little bit too dark, so I just restamped it. Okay, let's go ahead and put some foam tape behind here. I'm just going to use some small foam squares. Now I'm going to take my camera, and I want to make sure the lens of the camera is in the center here. I think it's going to be nice and playful. We'll tack that down. And then I have my smile. I'm going to add a little glue here, and then I'm going to tack down my smile. I went ahead and put foam tape behind here. I'm going to double up on the foam tape that's on the end because it's going to be overhanging. And then I'm going to add my smile. And then we can, I'm not going to add the heart, although the heart's pretty cute. I'm going to add my bow here. And then we have our leftover heart. We can always put this on the inside of our card. I'll just put it down here in the corner. For finishing touches, I'm going to bring in my Simon Says Stamp Assorted Moonshine sequins. And we're just going to add a little bit of sparkle to our background. And that will finish off my card today. Today we used the STAMPtember collaboration for 2024 with Simple Stories and Simon Says Stamp. I hope you get a chance to check it out. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at SimonsSaysStamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.